This past week, Ghana's entertainment just didn't trend. It sparked a lot of conversations. From Archbishop Duncan Williams' message about marriage, which divided public opinion, to the latest update on Abu Trica's case, all the way to Ebo Noah, the self-acclaimed prophet whose prophecy led him behind bars. These stories are not just headlines. They touch on culture, accountability, influence, and how people are judged in the public eye. Let's talk Ghana entertainment. Last week, Archbishop Duncan Williams preached a very important message about marriage, specifically financial preparedness before marriage. And Ghanaians reacted.
You don't want to begin your marriage with debt. If you have money to have a wedding, fine. But a lot of you don't have money for weddings. And even if you do, using money for wedding is a liability and not an asset. Wedding is a liability to those of you who are now building wealth. Discourage people who want to have wedding until they can prove to us that if the man cannot prove that at least he have 100,000 CDs in his bank account, he shouldn't have a wedding.
So right now, if you want to get married, you have to go to your bank, print your bank statement, take to your pastor and say, please, I have 100K. Can I go and marry? Listen, Archbishop's message is very simple. The man is talking about preparedness before marriage. Because marriage comes with responsibility. And responsibility comes with preparation. In fact, I like what he said, discouraging the youth from weddings. Because listen, if you have to do a wedding in Ghana, let's talk about renting event center. Some people, they go and rent event center. Talk about decoration, talk about food, talk about that cost a lot of money. You see, this message is not for the rich, because the rich, just like Mr. Easy, you can do a wedding in Monaco and come and do your breakfast in South Africa. Nobody cares because you have the money. But for you that you just receive 800 Ghana cedis, or let's say even 2,000 Ghana cedis, how are you thinking of white wedding? For me, what even baffles my mind is that we have completely shifted away from our customs, our traditional way of getting married. We have adopted the white man's wedding, which is not for us. Do you know a lot of people do 2 weddings or 2 marriages? Like, should I put it, 2 marriages? Then go do the traditional one, which is very important, which is what customary demands, and then focus on white wedding. A lot of people now make it, that is the priority. The white wedding is the priority. Do you know the bills that comes with white wedding? You won't finish traditional, go do white wedding. You married 2 times. If you don't know, look, go and ask. You've married 2 times. So for me, I agree with what Duncan Williams is saying. We have to focus on the traditional way of getting married. What our custom demands of us. And I love the fact that his message has sparked conversations. His message has sparked conversations for the youth to talk about money, expectations, the reality of Ghana economy when it comes to marriage, the reality of our situation before marriage. Maka, let me tell you, if you want to marry, you can do the ordinance. It will cost you just 700 Ghana cedis. Don't use your entire savings. Well, a word to a wise is enough. Archbishop himself has told you. Now, the second thing that caught my attention last week is Abu Trica's case. I mean, for those of you who don't know Abu Trica, I don't know whether he's a social influencer. I don't really know how to classify him. But he's a guy that is on social media and usually displays money, throws money about, shows people money and how rich he is. And on the 11th of December, he was arrested by Yoko, I think in collaboration with the FBI, because There are allegations against him that he's been scamming elderly people online using artificial intelligence. And then he could try beg them or try convince them, gain their trust, and scam them of money. And the money involved is like $8 million. But what shocks me about his arrest is that even before they will go to court, the public has already judged him. A lot of headlines have already judged him. Whether the case is true or not, they judge him already. Well, you could say because of the way he has positioned himself on social media. A lot of people, or a lot of the arguments out there on social media is that they don't know what the guy they do and the kind of money they should be too much. But I think it's important that when you are convicted of a crime, that is why there is the court. The court is the final judge. And guess what? One interesting thing about his case is that there are 2 accomplices with him, and the state has dropped the charges against them. They say they don't get evidence. But interestingly, the judge sitting on the matter says no. And so my question here is, to the lawyers and people who understand much about law, who has more power in this situation? Is it the state or the judge? Please let me know in the comment section. So the case is in court. The third thing that caught my attention also is Ebo Noah's story. Ebo Noah is a self-acclaimed prophet who gave a prophecy last year that there's going to be a flood and the world will spoil, everything goes scatter. See, that reminds me of 1999 when I was young. Before we enter into the millennium, they said the world was coming to an end, oh. The world was coming to spoil, oh. My guy, I never slept. I did not sleep. I just wanted to witness if truly the world will come to an end. 25 years later, here we are with Ebo Noah saying that God has told him that the world is coming to an end. So, like the biblical, what are they talking? Hey, like just in the Bible, he is building an ark and all the followers and people should contribute for him. My guy, people contributed. People contributed, and 25th of December, Christmas Day came, and no flood. Nothing. Even on that day, people moved from travel, pick them up, portmanteau, pick their bags to go to the ark because they believed the world was coming to an end. Few days after that, Ebo Noah came back to say that God has redirected him due to his prayers. No, God has said the flood now will come again. Eh?
And through my prayers, I got another vision. God has given us some time to build more arks in addition to the 10. Tomorrow, nobody should rush to any location.
Not long after, man is cruising in Benz. So it sparked a lot of conversation. Oh, so you have used the money to go and buy Benz. Oh, so and so and so. Oh, so all this was false prophecy. All this was lies. And because of that, he's been arrested for causing fear and panic to people. I thought that even these kind of prophecies, it only comes from 31st, though. But his came way earlier. So the Ghana police says that if you cause fear and panic, we must deal with you. And so because of that, Ebo Noah has been arrested. But last week, he was granted bail of 100,000 Ghana cedis. And he himself thinks that that is fair. The discretion of the court is fair to him. So the matter has been postponed to March. And let's see how it goes. This whole controversy makes us question our belief. And it's not just about a failed prophecy. It's about accountability. It's about the impact of our words on this digital age. What you say and how it impacts people. And it's about conversations that will help us balance faith, freedom, and public safety. If we don't learn anything at all, you know that for every action, there's a consequence. This has been some of the trending issues that happened last week. The conversation is still ongoing. So if you care about what is happening in Ghana's entertainment, I mean, not the gossip, but the one that creates impact, make sure you subscribe. Same channel, new conversation. I go see you next week. My name is Nartey. Abanabo.